Hey there. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Wait a second. Oh, now you're muted. Can you hear me? You can. I cannot hear you. Try at the top. At the top, there's a little gear at the top of the window, next to like where the mute button and everything is, and see what you're set up to for
I
sound.
built in.
Oh,
How's that? Does that
yeah.
work?
Yep, that works.
Okay, cool. Cool. All right, are we the only ones here?
So far, yeah. We have one viewer, so hello viewer. I don't know who the viewer is.
Oh, great. I just had a facial, so I'm not on camera ready, but and also my son is getting ready to wrestle, and I want to watch it online, so I may be a little distracted, so I have to get him on.
No problem.
But
Where's
thank
it?
you for doing this. Thank you for getting this set up and talking about this. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's funny because it actually mattered a lot to me right at the time in which it all came. You happened to ask, so I was like, oh well, let's get some more input in because
Yeah.
I don't know either. I have a little bit of experience, but not enough experience to know everything.
Yeah.
Where does
Me
your?
too.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
Oh, no, I was just gonna ask. Where's your son Russell at?
Oh, he's out well, right now he's in Missouri somewhere at some college, but he goes to Newman in Wichita, Kansas. It's a
Oh
little
wow.
D2 school, a tiny little school. He went to ASU and wrestled D1 for a while, but then he got kind of sick of the D1 discipline and he went D2, so. But he's getting ready to wrestle and they have it streamed, so I'm gonna try to do both. Just have to find it. So
That's pretty neat that they're streaming it though.
I know. They never used to stream wrestling, and it's kind of a new thing. And it when they first started doing it, it was getting interrupted all the time and digitizing and stuff. But now you can get like a really good um, whatever connection. So.
So, I guess we should get started. I mean, I'm expecting at least one or two more people to show up. I mean, 11 people did say they were going to show up.
Yeah. 3 o'clock on a Saturday. Yeah.
Well, hey, they're the ones that said they'd come. I didn't
I know. They
put a gun in
should.
anybody's head. Um, so I was just actually pulling up what you originally wrote, the original question that you had. Where is that original question? Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's why.
I'm looking for analytics, and the analytics are just tough to find because iTunes doesn't do a good job with it, right? Does anybody else get analytics from iTunes? That was
No, iTunes does not offer any analytics. Hey, Mark, welcome to the chat.
Hey, what's going on? Sorry I'm late, guys.
Oh, it's all right. We're just getting started here.
That makes me feel better. That's good.
where are you guys? I guess everybody's in the mid Atlantic, right?
No, Mark actually is not. Mark is in Florida, Orlando.
Oh, well, he can't be on this. Sorry, Mark. Not
Mark,
fair.
Mark, tell her what you do, because you have an amazing, I think, an amazing opportunity with the podcast that you run.
Thanks, Joe. Yeah, so I run a site called Orlando Mall Guide, and I used to work at a mall for many years, and there's almost like this mall culture, and I guess it's never left. So when I go to the mall, I'm having fun. I don't have to buy anything. It's my happy place, if you will. So what I was like, I really wanted to get into blogging and YouTubing, and so I thought, okay, that's my outlet. No one's doing it. When people aren't going to the attractions, they're going to the malls. So I felt like there was a local connection, there was a global connection, and so I've been doing it since May, and it's been a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh, is there anything else out there like you? That sounds so unique. It's a great idea.
Yeah, no thanks. Not that I know. So I have an opportunity to kind of carve my own space and just kind of make it my own, and it's been great.
And I would think sponsorships would be easy. I mean, for something like that, because
yeah, no doubt. That's the other thing. It was where you're trying to find that intersection of something you love and something you can make money at doing. So I haven't gotten to the point where I'm approaching brands to do sponsorships and partnerships. However, up to this point, I've been working with brands and developing a relationship, and for right now, it's about creating that content to keep people coming back, and so that when I have that audience, it's an easy sell. So that's where I'm at, just trying to build that audience, build that community right now.
Yeah, I think that's viable. I mean, it seems to be the way to do it. So,
Connie,
Absolutely.
what's your show about exactly?
it's called Happy Healthy You. It's sort of a show about mind, body, and spirit, following your bliss, living, eating, exercising, and spirituality. So it's a little bit of everything.
And how long have either of you been working on your show? Like, how long has your show's been around?
Mine will be 2 years in April.
How about you, Mark?
I've got 7 episodes done. I did it from like September to like early December, and I've stopped since. But I plan to pick up the ball and do it weekly starting in March.
Oh, wow. Well, weekly would be amazing. I mean, you have enough malls down there to make that happen.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I mean, as me and Mark discussed when we first met down in Florida, like OMG malls.
You remember? Holy crap!
Of course, yeah, dude. It brands itself. I mean, it doesn't just have to be a Orlando Mall Guide. It could be every mall across America. It could be huge.
Totally. You could do the National Mall Tour. You could do so much with that. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Be the mall guy. I'm open to that. If I can get to that point, I'm all for it.
So when it comes to all right, so let's get to the original question that Connie had posed, which is
what kind of dog do you have?
Yeah, I am so sorry. It's the first time I've done a hangout with my new puppy. She's a golden retriever / husky.
Oh, I bet she's beautiful.
Yes, I might be biased, but I think she's a beautiful dog. Absolutely. I'm so sorry. Hey, Leela.
That's okay. I've had my dogs on my podcast with me.
That's awesome.
They start barking on cue.
Of course. How many do you have? What kind are they?
Well, I had 2. I've had golden retrievers. I love golden retrievers, but we just had a 5-year-old King Charles Cavalier. It was a Cavapoo, the cutest freaking dog you've ever seen in the world, and he died last month. Just suddenly, he got really sick, stopped eating, and it was weird. And before that, we had a German Shepherd with. Also, we had 2 dogs, and she died a year ago. So right now, I'm kind of just sitting there in dogless. So I'm missing my dog, and any other dog, but I don't want one right now. I don't want another one. I'm enjoying the freedom. So, but anyway, get back to the question. Sorry, keep us on task, Joe.
It's all right. I don't want to spoil the fun. So it said, I will have been producing my podcast, Happy Healthy You, for 2 years in April, and have played with affiliate sponsors, Amazon, Audible, but haven't really seen any success. I have had one paid sponsor so far. I haven't been very proactive in seeking sponsors. Last week, I had a potential sponsor contact me. He loves my podcast and would like to sponsor it. I have created this nice little media kit with my rates for different levels of sponsorship. Based on what other people are supposedly uh, but this sponsor wants numbers and analytics. When I look at my website numbers for the podcast, they just aren't that impressive. iTunes supposedly doesn't give numbers. Stitcher gives some numbers, but they are not super great either. What do you guys know about analytics and providing this kind of information to potential sponsors? How can I make my less than stellar analytics seem impressive? I really would like to work with this guy. He's a nice fit for the podcast. So, to me, well, first off, are you using any like analytics? I guess you're not using any analytics company like Ellipson or Blueberry or Buzz. What's the other one?
Buzzsprout, was that what it was?
Buzzsprout. I have
What
the
is it?
shirt. I love the shirt. I love the shirt.
What is it? Buzz what?
Buzzsprout.
Buzzsprout.
Yeah.
No, obviously not.
So, so when you come when you're talking about like your website, a lot of podcasters that I know, like but guys that are getting a lot of downloads and they know that they're getting a lot of downloads, a lot of times their websites don't get a whole they're very pedestrian numbers. I know mine is pretty pedestrian looking at like 7. I think I average between 700 and 800 hits to my website a month. But my downloads are like 100 to 300 a day.
Wow.
So yeah, I know. Wow, it surprises me too. It's funny because then like I tap it and I'm like, can we go a little higher? Can we just a little bit higher? But at the same time, it's I wish that I would get more traffic, especially when I see some sites that I've been privy to seeing that aren't really podcasts, but they have a podcast intertangled with what they do, and they got like 250 to 350,000 hits a month on their website.
Right.
But they have like multiple bloggers, and it's a whole big to do. It's not just a one person crew running a show. So yeah, I mean, I would say you gotta get yourself hooked up with one of those 3, or there might be others. I'm not really sure of any of the others as far as numbers go, to figure out what your downloads are. Now with Stitcher, your Stitcher's actually is really awesome. I wish more stats companies were like Stitcher, but because they give you specifics, like they actually show you how much time. Have you looked deep into it, Connie? Like
I
Stitcher
have.
stats?
I've looked at the Stitcher numbers, but I haven't promoted Stitcher as much. I feel like I'm I'm on iTunes, I'm on my website, I'm on Stitcher. I don't know, like maybe I should promote Stitcher. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. We can't get true numbers because we're so all over the place.
Yeah, I mean Stitcher's awesome for what the detail that they can give you, but the real problem with Stitcher is not a lot of people use it. I mean,
Right.
it's not when you compare it to iTunes. TuneIn, I think, gets a little bit, but I don't know that they offer any kind of stats. And then there's like Spreaker, which offers their own stats, but you got to pay to be on there. And I think SoundCloud would give you some kind of download stats, but I don't know how specific those stats really are. I mean, Stitcher really is, to me, it's like the benchmark, but the problem is not enough people use it to get that kind of data. So like when you look at your Stitcher, Mark, are you on Stitcher as well?
Yeah, I use Stitcher, but I wasn't aware they had stats on there. I've never even looked at them.
Really? Here, let me pull up
Yeah.
my.
Yeah, if you go to the partner portal down at the bottom of the page, you can click on your stats. They're pretty cool.
Here, let me share my screen here.
I have to check the wrestling. Hold on.
No problem.
Wait, did you say you had to check the wrestling?
Yeah, my son's getting ready to wrestle, and he's in Missouri, so I have to watch him.
That's cool. I wrestled in high school myself, so that's
Did
awesome.
you?
Yeah.
Where'd you
My,
go to high school?
I went to high school at Edgewater here in Orlando. It's funny though, my best friend who I was just hanging out with last night, he's at a tournament. He's a wrestling coach for the high school that he teaches at. So.
Oh, yeah, my husband's a wrestling coach too. So he's
Oh, right on.
he's actually there with my son in Missouri. So, but it's not on yet. I guess it'll be on. What time is it? I guess it comes on right when it comes on. What time is it?
3:20.
Okay. I think I
Yeah,
still have time.
Oh, I gotta turn something off real quick.
No, wait a minute. It's got to be on. What are you doing? Where is it? It says it's on. Games. Oh, sign in. I didn't sign in. No wonder. Sorry, I'm talking to myself.
No problem.
Oh, I don't have an account. I got to create an account. Shoot.
So this is the screen mark where you can check out your stats. As you can see, my Stitcher stats are like they just almost non-existent. But if you click on metrics, you can. It should go into, if it ever loads. One of these days it's going to load. All right, here we go. So like you can actually see.
If I can see that.
Obviously, my Stitcher downloads are not really that fantastic or anything to write home about. I actually know at least one or two of the people that use Stitcher that listen to the show. So to me, it's like, oh well, because they were like, when I first put the show out, they're like, oh, I want to listen, but they had Android phones, so they use Stitcher to get it, to get the listen, but. It's pretty neat. You can see how many minutes they actually listened to your show on a day.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually.
I wish all stats companies were like this. It's really in detail. Again, this is a really small sample size because I don't have a huge Stitcher following, obviously, but it's there. It doesn't cost me anything to have it, and honestly, if this was a little bit bigger, if this sample size was a little bit bigger, I could probably use this to figure out, like, what's my iTunes and my other downloads are probably doing, too. You know what I mean? Like, statistically speaking.
Really?
Well, you figure if the sample size is big enough, you could
Right.
probably make that assumption that, hey, this must be a decent, outlook on what my other listeners are probably doing as well. But unfortunately for me, I don't have that many downloads on Stitcher, so I know that I have a few dedicated fans who listen. But you can even look at by episode as well.
Yeah, I know it looks so nice, but yeah, like mine are similar. I think I have 78 people that have mine on their playlist. And
Oh wow!
I mean, 78, 32, whatever. It's not that impressive. Like this guy who contacted me about being a sponsor wanted. See, you have 47,000 total downloads. Is that from?
This is from Blueberry.
See, for some reason, I have no plays on Blueberry. I must not have set it up right.
You must not have. Do you use WordPress?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you use PowerPress, I assume?
Oh no, I didn't set it up. Actually, I have a guy who
Oh.
set it up for me, so I'm still kind of in the dark about a lot of it.
So, well, if they have free stats, but I actually pay $5 a month because I want more detailed. Because you can get you can see the month to month, here, which there was a little bit of a drop off here because I had a problem with an episode that was being tweeted out every hour and getting a lot of downloads that weren't necessarily real downloads.
Wow.
So yeah, so then it kind of gave me a little bit of a jump down, but I'm okay with that because, like I said, I'm still hitting around 100 to 200 downloads per day. And you actually see it if I go over my 90 days, like you see, like I was like on my way up, and then it fell off because I stopped that link that was being tweeted out every hour of every day since August.
Gosh.
So
So that
yeah,
really
so
had an impact, man. That's awesome.
it did. It did. Well, it is awesome, but at the same time, it is a knock. Like, but at the same time, it's like, hey, on certain days, I really do have, 125. I don't know what happened there on that day with 342, but it happens.
How often are your episodes?
Every
Joe?
3 days a week, Monday,
Wow.
Wednesday, and
That's a
Friday.
lot.
It is a lot.
Gosh.
So you can actually see a map of where the downloads are coming from, or you can see it in the U.S. and the darker spots are where the downloads are coming from, and you could break it down by month. So like in January, I had all these downloads, the totals and the uniques being unique IP addresses. But so this is the kind of stuff that they would want to know, right? How many times has your show been downloaded, and that kind of stuff. I take it one step further by going and doing this. I set up a spreadsheet. I used to share this. I actually just recently stopped sharing it on my website, but this spreadsheet shows the relationship of when the days that an episode is new,
Mm-hmm.
in relation to the amount of downloads that it received within that 48-hour to 72-hour period, and then you can hit your unique IP and then the episode, not like how many episodes have been released, and then it averages it all out for me. So you can see that my average is 239 unique downloads per episode. My total downloads though is 347. And you can see that over the chart as well, which you can see that there was a dip just after January when I turned off that that tweet that was going out, or had that tweet turned off. So but yeah, so this is the kind of stuff that advertisers want to see, or people who are looking to advertise would want to see. Now the thing that I found is, I still don't feel like I have enough. Right?
What, downloads?
Well, yeah, because when you look at people like, the gold standard, the John Lee Dumases or whoever, they're getting, thousands and thousands of downloads per episode.
Right.
And they're getting a lot of big money. Now, with that said, I met someone who Mark. He was at the that podcast Orlando, or was it Podcast Florida event?
Yeah.
He was the guy that got up and had the podcast about post production.
Oh, okay.
Remember him? He made his first $1,000 like.
Oh, I was
3
there
months.
at the Houston thing.
Oh no, this was in Florida.
Oh, okay.
It was hosted by Jared Easley though, and Lou
Okay.
Mangello, and Jared Easley who did the Dallas podcast movement.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So anyway, go ahead.
Basically he to me he kind of like struck it big before he even knew what he had on his hands. I think his name was Neil. I forget what his last name is.
That sounds right.
But he was able to get a sponsor right off the bat because of his niche, what he had already built, and I think he looked at selling ad space on its website as well, which is something else you could potentially do. But so it's but when it comes to like website stuff, here I'll show you the analytics, because what do your analytics look like? What do you think is pedestrian, Connie?
Well, according to my website guy, I get 400 downloads from my website for every episode on average.
400 downloads?
400, yeah, per episode.
How is he figuring that out, though?
I don't know. He went to, gosh, I gotta find out where he got all that. I think he went to, what does he use? Shoot, I should have that here. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll look it up. Joel.
I mean, do you have any questions, Mark?
Um, no, not really. I will say this while we're talking about. It's funny because I haven't reached out to any, sponsors or anything. But 2 days ago, I get an email from I guess, an affiliate marketing company, and I guess they represent an air conditioning, like plumbing service. They've been in Orlando for like 50, 60 years. And so what they've offered is like a 2-week trial where I install some JavaScript on my website on the homepage, and then a little, email newsletter sign up will show up, and they'll get out of like a $30 or $50 off coupon if they provide their email address. And apparently, for every email they get, I would get $1. And I asked myself, okay, is this what my audience wants or whatever? And I'm like, well, a large part of my audience is local, so you know what? I'm not out anything. It's 2 weeks. I have to try something to figure out what'll work. So I went ahead and said yes. I guess that starts on Monday. But that's the extent of my personal experience with the sponsorship.
So it's heating and air conditioning?
Yeah, like they do like home services like that, and
Interesting.
plumbing and gas, I think.
In
Yeah.
the Orlando area.
Correct.
Huh. Well, you know what? If it doesn't hurt. I mean, a buck per email address.
Yeah, and it's funny because I was just about to put my mailing list on the site, so I'll be honest, I don't think I'm gonna want to keep it past the 2 weeks unless it does phenomenally well. But because at the same time, I don't want to take away any email signups I could be getting. You know what I mean?
Oh, you think because they might only give one email address?
I mean, maybe it's a dumb thought. I mean, we both offer 2 different services, but I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see what happens.
I mean, it's only 2 weeks, so it doesn't hurt to try.
Right.
And how? So it's just gonna be like a JavaScript pop-up box.
Yeah.
How's that look on mobile?
Apparently, it doesn't show up at all on mobile. It'll only happen to desktop users.
Interesting. Because I mean, I know a lot of times, like especially on mobile, it's very annoying when they have those types of boxes pop up.
It is, yeah. In fact, I asked. That's why I even found that out because I hate those. I wasn't gonna do it if that was the case. I hate those.
But at the same time, like when you look at stats for like a website, and I don't know how close it is to your guys' experience, but desktop, mobile, no Siri. I did not ask for Siri to wake up. Desktop and mobile is actually really close. I mean, look at that. If you add tablet into mobile, it's almost a dead heat.
Yeah.
So did you find out your number?
Yeah, he just used Google Analytics, and he just gave me from my website the grand total of the downloads because that's what the guy was asking for. Average downloads per episode, unique visitors to the website. He wanted that, but then I don't know. He said something about if my total downloads were 500,000 or more, I would have. He would offer me a higher level of sponsorship, and if it was under that, which is substantially under that, he's gonna do a different level of sponsorship. He's got this sponsor has done this before, and he makes me seem really dumb. So.
Well, I mean that's not a good way to start it off.
I know. That's why I reached out. I'm like, wow. I'm a creative.
So I think well, how much? I mean, if you don't, do you mind offering how much he was looking to pay?
We haven't gotten to that yet.
No.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to that, but I have a media kit. Actually, I have a media kit that I just developed. I put it on my website with, pretty much taken from other like John Lee Dumas's numbers and stuff like that. And this sponsor said that my numbers weren't that far off, and everything looks. But he was talking about like actually going and doing video and doing a lot more extensive marketing with me if my numbers were high enough. But I really don't think they're high enough. So he kept saying, I think you might be surprised. You might be surprised. And I'm like, is there somewhere I could be looking that I don't know about? But
Well, I mean, having Blueberry or Libsyn or Buzzsprout would definitely help with that. Because I mean, if you're getting your numbers from Google Analytics, unless he's doing something special, which he very well might, because I'm not a super
no,
expert on it.
he's not. He's not.
I mean, if he's just going by like page views to specific pages that have those episodes,
Mm-hmm.
I mean that's difficult to know whether or not they were actually downloads. I mean, they probably were, but I don't, without the actual numbers of what was clicked on and hit play, it's hard to know.
Hmm.
So my question is oh crap, I was saying all that and I forgot where I was going to go with it.
I hate when that happens.
Do you I mean, what kind of number in your mind do you have?
For
Like a dollar value for like to run an ad in your show.
Well, I don't know. Can I share my media kit? How do you do that? Can you teach me how to do that, and I'll show you what I have.
If you want to share your screen on the
Yeah.
top left-hand side,
Yep.
there's a green monitor with a white arrow in it.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get there. I have to get to the page, right? Let's see. Where is it?
I don't know if you guys have the chat window open, but Nick asked if you guys could share your email, or if you could email him your podcasts afterwards, because he'd love to check them out.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Where's my media kit? There's my media kit. Okay. So I have my media kit open. So then up on the where are you saying up on the left-hand corner? There's a
Top left-hand corner, there's like a green screen with a little white arrow in it.
Oh, wow. Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. Oh, this is so good. I'm so glad to. Okay, so then I just click on that.
On the window that you want to share. Boom, look at that. Oh, wait, no.
Oh, wait, it went away.
Oh, you know what? Hold on, I can fix that.
I so want to learn how to do this.
All right,
Never
I
done.
think. Oh, no, that didn't do it. How do we?
Oh, I see it now, though. Do you see it?
I do, but as long as you talk. Hold on, maybe.
Did I stop screen sharing?
All right, I think no, that still didn't do it. What the heck?
It says I know.
Oh crap! No, oh, I messed up. My bad. Whoops. Hopefully, she can get back in here.
Kind of reminds me of Space Ghost. Did you ever watch Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
Yeah, of course, of course.
You know, the guest would go away. And it's like, Zorak, bring him back. He'd be like, no, Space Ghost.
Yeah, no, I do. I have some of that on
On DVD?
yeah, on DVD. I think I have like the first volume.
Two. Yeah, I have volume 2. I wish I had all of them.
I'll have to look to see. I'll have to look to see what if I can get like I haven't even thought to like go and try to download those.
Do you watch Nick Reboot?
Is that a channel?
Yeah, you ever heard of it?
No. What is it like? I'm assuming it's Nickelodeon based, but what is it?
Yeah, it's like a team of people our age, got all the VHS ripped or whatever, all the Nickelodeon shows, including old school commercials, and they stream it online. I don't know how they have not been taken down yet, but yeah, you can watch. If you have a Roku, you can put it on your Roku, and they tell you like the next 4 shows that are coming on. There's like a duration counter that counts down in the corner, so you know when that show's going to be over if you just tuned in. But it's great because they break up the shows with old school commercials, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's a skip it, and you're freaking out, and it's so great.
Wow, dude, there's a ton of people. It's awesome. There's a chat room too.
Yeah, you can reminisce.
Oh no, she got permanently kicked out.
Wow, why?
I actually, well, because I was trying to make it so that she could be the presenter, like with her screen to be like permanent, or I guess we each would have to click on her screen. That's all we had to do. And I actually like I went to share controls with her, and then I went to unshare those controls, and then I hit eject, thinking I could get her out. Let me see. Google Hangout unblock user. Hold on a second. Here we go. Support.google.com. At the at the top of the Hangout window, there is a gear. Click the gear icon. Click block user. But that's not.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. How to unblock someone. Open Hangouts in Gmail. Dude, things with Google are so freaking complex. It's way more complex than it needs to be.
Yeah, I find that it's the case with Hangout specifically too.
Yes, and it's a shame because it's such a great service. It's probably honestly, it's probably the best. It's probably the best thing.
I know, I agree. I love Google Hangouts, and I'm never on them.
Yeah, I'm not on them very often either. Where? Okay, so if I click no, that's not it. Why is everything so complicated? I just want to unblock somebody. Crap. Okay, let's see. Is this it? Is this what we're looking for? Click the quotes. Okay, so we got the quote thing. We got the quote thing clicked. At the top right, just click the menu. Blocked people. That's not the person. That wasn't the person.
Yeah, I'm looking this. I'm trying to find it too.
Well, there was one person there, but it didn't matter. Click unblock next to the person's name.
This Hangout's gonna be recorded, right? So
It is recorded.
this
is
okay,
really
I was gonna
boring.
well,
Let's
I
make
was
it more
gonna
entertaining. We'll just woo! It's more entertaining now.
Well, I was gonna say because if that wasn't the case, it'd be easy. We'll just create a new one, and then I would imagine you could have done it that way. But
Oh yeah, I would have just done it that way. So, but I didn't. Wait, let's see. Google Hangout, maybe uneject user. Ignore or block someone. This is ridiculous.
it says, okay, I've got something here. Ignore or block someone in a video call, which you obviously did.
Apparently.
But then it says the person will automatically be ignored for the duration of the Hangout, and you won't be able to see, hear, or interact with each other for the rest of the Hangout. If you ignored the person accidentally, click undo.
There was no undo button, I don't think. Because had I had seen the undo button, I would have clicked it.
See, something. Okay, things to keep in mind from blocking someone in Hangouts. One of these bullets says the person won't be able to join any future video calls with you.
It's all by accident.
I know.
All right, I guess let's just start. I hate to do this, but I guess we have to start a new one. Wait. Oh, I see what the list that you're talking about, I think. Is
And then it says the person you've blocked will be removed from your circles. Like, there's no forgiveness on this thing.
what I don't I didn't mean to. Let me see. Am I still friends with her? Maybe I'm not friends with her anymore.
Hey, whoa, check it out. All right, hold up. Unblock someone in that same page.
Okay.
Open Hangouts in Gmail or Google Plus. At the top right of your Hangouts list, click Menu, select Blocked People, and you can click Unblock next to that person's name.
Right. I did that. The
Uh,
problem is her name wasn't listed there.
gotcha.
The weird thing is all I did was eject. I didn't click a ban button.
Right. What about
She's still
have you tried
considered a
to,
friend on here.
okay. Have you tried to do it in Gmail?
Well, I went to Gmail, but I didn't even see the button there at the top right-hand corner.
It says in Gmails and then the bottom left.
I don't see it there either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't see it. Oh, you know what? I think 'cause I have it blocked from my Gmail view.
Oh yeah, because I'm looking at mine and I've got this little window of like people I can call and stuff.
Yeah, I think I turned that off, or it's blocked from my ad block or something. I don't really quite remember, but I was like, I don't need to see all this. I just want to see my mail. And now I just
Right.
want to unblock somebody. Like, God, Google, why?
Uh,
Why Google? Why? Oh, you know what? Oh, wait. You know what? Let me re-invite her. What am I doing? I can send an invite to her. Hmm. See if she's able to get them from there. So, well, in the meantime, she sent me her press kit. And this is what it looks like. Wow.
I gotta say, I've seen a lot of media kits, and most media kits I've seen look awful. Like they're just terrible.
I think this looks great. I just wow, it's a lot of money for one episode.
I have no input on that just because I've got no experience, but I gotta say it's very well organized, and I would actually, pay attention to it if I'm a advertiser.
Yeah, I definitely could see utilizing this as a legitimate type um, press kit. Because I mean, yeah, this is really it's pretty amazing. So, but wow, that is an awful lot of money. I mean, well, she's been doing it 2 years, so I'm assuming that I must be blocked. I'm an outcast. Ugh. Oh, I feel horrible. This is ridiculous.
Oh man.
All I was trying to do was, all I see where all I had to do it from. Crap. Is there like a wait? Maybe there's something else somewhere in like isn't there like a settings or something here in the control room maybe? No, nothing there. All right, let's see here. I wait. Oh, Hangout Toolbox. Let's see. Can I unblock people from there? No. Okay, tell you what. I'm gonna start a new one up, and I'll message you, and I'll put it on the Facebook event as well. All right.
Cool.
All right.
Sounds good.
See you in a minute.
All right.